All right, I wanted to do a video on one of the advantages of flying low rotor RPMs, and that would be something that I didn't realize until I started getting a little bit better and started really having to work to the limits of my sticks. In other words, full collective and full cyclic during maneuvers. And what I realized was how important and how hard it is to train your fingers to pull straight back or straight forwards or straight to the right or left as you get further out on the sticks, right? So here's the thing. If you're running a massive peaked out rotor RPM, and I don't know, I kind of did that in the beginning because I felt like I could save the helicopter faster if I got in trouble, because I was turning so much RPM that I had so much instant response from it, right? And that is true. But what's a neat advantage of flying at low RPMs is once you do start stretching your sticks out to your full collective, positive and negative and cyclic, is what I found. Let's say where I would kick the helicopter back like this, right, and fly away from myself. While I was flying, the tail boom would cock out and the helicopter would kind of go off that way. And what was causing that, got too much going on here. Was causing that was the deflection that is occurring as you stretch all the way on down here. If you get used to flying in this narrow window of stick movement, then you will be hampered somewhat when you get good enough to start pulling full stick maneuvers, and they'll be inaccurate, and you'll have to kind of go through this process of practicing. Generally for me, I would fly straight away from perform all my maneuvers straight away from myself, so that I could see, is the tail boom staying straight? Is the disc, is it going up straight, or am I skewing it off, right? Well, if you're turning a low RPM on your head, it takes more stick movement to do the same thing, right? So if you fly low RPM, you'll be stretching these sticks earlier on in your training or learning. And I think that's a good thing. And in the simulator, that's easy, fly on a soft setting where you got to deflect your sticks more to do what you want to do, right? Because it'll hold you back if you fly at a really high RPM early on, out of the sake of being able to correct faster. Just learn it at a low RPM, and then it's always easier to go tighter. It's not as easy to go and start stretching these out all the way. And I mean, I guess you could practice just on a radio, but of pulling those sticks. And everybody has different ways of flying. I'm a little weird. I fly precision, sticks inside more like this, and then for some reason when I start stretching my stick, I'll stabilize this finger here down at the bottom of this stick. I don't know what that does for me, but everybody's got their own way of doing it. But I think learning early on to have to deflect your sticks more to do the maneuver is teaching you sooner to keep that stick straight. I was really bad about pulling that back that way as I would pull it back. And the same over here, pulling it out. And that would result in these off that way and off that way. So anyway, that's all I got today. Peace.